Well, today we shall be looking at some of the words that we most often confuse in English when we write or speak. Sometimes because they sound alike, sometimes because the spellings look alike, we mix them up. And very common amongst them are the words whose, hers, and home. Now, if we look at both carefully, you will see a sign in this first word, an apostrophe. Now, this first word here means who is, who was, or who has. But because there's an omission of I here, we put apostrophe. We have who is. Because there's an omission of a W here, right? In this case, we have WA, not just W. We remove W and A, we show the omission. Apostrophe indicates an omission. We still have whose. And then when we have who has, if we remove the HA, we put an apostrophe, we have whose. That's where we get this whose. Is that okay? Very good. Now, for the second case, whose, this shows ownership. So we're talking about someone owning something or something belonging to someone, you make use of the word whose. And then this one here is used to indicate the receiver of an action. In other words, look at this for example. I gave the car to the man who bought it. Who bought it? Look at this for example. Now here, who is doing the action of giving? I'm doing the action of giving. So, who is receiving the action? The man is receiving the action, right? Now, but it here we said indicates what? Ownership. We use it for the third person. The third person to indicate what? Ownership. Is that okay? So, when you want to say it's head, it is its head, meaning the head belongs to it. It is its head. You don't put apostrophe here. Is that okay? Good. But from the beginning you can say this. It's its head. In other words, it is its head. Is that okay? When you put apostrophe, it means it is, or it was, or it has, depending on the statement or expression. Now, whether this particular one is used to indicate an alternative. In other words, we have more than one option. So we talk about either this or that. Or we have two options before us and we're contemplating whether we should do this or we should do that. So there are two options involved. While this one refers to the state of the atmosphere at the time. The one with an H is the one that indicates alternatives. The one with EA is the one that indicates the state of the atmosphere at the time. Then and then, this is used to indicate time. While this is used in comparison. So this is used in time. This is used in what? Comparison. Is that okay? I said that whether here is used when there are alternatives. Alternatives. Where here is the state of what? State of the atmosphere. Atmosphere. Do not forget the notes are on your website. All you need to do is get there and download them. Then cite here is used to mean quote. To quote someone. You're citing someone, you're doing what? You're quoting someone. Cite here is for seeing, the noun of seeing. Seeing. Is that okay? The process of seeing, cite. Then this other cite here is the location of the work. So you can see that they sound the same way, but they have different spellings and different meanings as well. Is that okay? They may sound alike, but have different spellings and different sounds and meanings as well. We have there, we have there, we have there. Now, this means they are or they were. They are or they what? Were. We omitted something, so we put what? An apostrophe. Here it talks about a demonstrative. It is something that is far. It's not near. So you say it is what? There. It is far. Is that okay? Then this other one shows ownership. We use it as a possessive adjective to indicate ownership. Is that okay? Is that okay? This is their book. So when you say this is their book, you're not going to use this. You're going to make use of what? This. Is that okay? Then accept. This means to agree to collect something or agree to do something. Accept here means to exclude. Why this refers to a portion of the bigger picture. Maybe you have the whole passage and you pick just a portion of it. That portion you picked is called an accept. Is that okay? Then we have another word here we call quiet. Now look at quiet. Quiet has an E before the T. This word is distinct from quiet. Quiet, the E comes after the T. Now, quiet here refers to a state of silence. Quiet here refers to a degree, the level of something. Then quit means to stop. So, the one most commonly mixed up is quiet and quiet. Quiet has the E before the T, while quiet has the E after the T. And lastly, heaven and heaven. This refers to the one God is seated in. The heaven is where God sits. Is that okay? While this other one refers to a safe place. Is that okay? Whereas this indicates where God lives, here we talk about a safe place. The sound alike, the spellings look similar, but they have different meanings, and most likely that is why we confuse them. Well, as a way of a revision, you know that we have been able to highlight several words that we'll have problems with. Maybe when you want to spell, because they sound alike. Now, as a matter of practice, you will go home and try to find out other words that are also of this nature, and also do the exercise under confused words at page 167 of your English textbook. I hope you enjoyed yourselves today. See you again in the next class. Thank you very much.